The Swindle can be a tricky game. This steampunk stealth platformer for PlayStation Vita tasks you with breaking into Scotland Yard's impenetrable headquarters, but only gives you 100 days to earn enough money and buy enough equipment to pull off that big heist. So you're going to need our help, and as someone who has actually made off with the Devil's Basilisk and finished the game, I might be your best friend when it comes to being a master burglar. Here then are some top tips to getting started with the game. Ignore those ticking clocks in the background. The Swindle doesn't have a timer on the levels themselves, so you can be cautious and wait for guards to move into the optimum position. Also, take time to scope out different options. You might want to run into the front door, but climb up the building and you could find a window that will let you drop right into the big cash vault. If you get spotted during a heist, it will be a few seconds before the police come. You might think you'll have enough time to loot a few computers and steal some more cash, but you don't. These police bots are ruthless and will kill you easily, so if you hear the alarm bells ring, you should hightail it to the exit. Until you level up in the Swindle, you can get yourself into tricky situations that you can't necessarily get back out of, especially when you drop down into an area that you can't get back out of with your current jumping abilities. Avoid putting yourself in such situations, and generally be aware of how you're going to get out of the level in case you need to do it fast with police bots on your tail. Every time you do a successful heist, which means getting most of the money in the level, your thief goes up a level and gives you bonus money. This can lead to huge bonuses that practically double your takings. That is, as long as they're still alive, so while risky situations might lead to good money and fun stories, you need to balance that with the risk you're putting a highly leveled up character in. Sometimes it's best to play safe and retreat. More than any upgrade in the Swindle, the bug will be your key to success. When you plant this device next to a computer, it will send money directly to your bank account. That means you'll still earn cash even if you die midway through the level. Plus, bugs still sap money when you change between stages, so plant a few bugs on a few different levels and you'll see your cash pile start to rocket up. There's loads of stuff to buy in the Swindle, but some upgrades are better than others. Besides the bug, here are some choice picks. For a measly £100, this is an absolute necessity, as computers hold the bulk of cash in any heist. You should be able to pick up enough money to unlock this within just 1 or 2 heists. As agile as your thieves are, you're going to inevitably encounter situations where your basic jump just isn't high enough. You'll find yourself trapped if you don't have this, so make it a priority after hacking. This one's going to take some skill to use properly, but bombs are useful for creating paths to unreachable areas and killing some security robots, but they can also kill you if you're not careful, so use them with caution. Steam Purge is the tool for the seasoned thief. It's hard to get to grips with, but it lets you get in front of enemies without being seen, so it can be incredibly useful. EMP will not only shut down certain robots, but it will also defeat those pesky security cameras. Just make sure you're getting close before you use it. This lets you stick to walls, which is a very handy place to be, as you'll be out of sight of enemies and can drop down and lay the smack down with your truncheon with relative ease. This handy device lets you make mines go boom and electronic generators go zap, which is a handy way of frying some nuisance enemies. It's hard to use until you get the long range upgrade for it though. As finding computers is incredibly important, this hack, which highlights the position of each terminal in the level, is super handy. Finally, you're going to want to save some money to unlock new areas. You have to do this to progress, and while each new stage brings more challenges and threats, it also gives you more money. You can return to older areas if you get stuck, but don't leave it too long or you'll never hit the deadline. Almost everything in the game is handy once you have enough cash, but barring area unlocks, the stuff under the miscellaneous tab is pretty useless. 100 days is enough, so don't worry about the hack station, and you should be avoiding the police altogether, not just slowing them down. You can also go without the Steam Purge upgrades. There's rarely a situation where you need more than a few seconds of cover. So hopefully that will help you out. Let us know how you're getting on with the game in the comments below, and if you've got a killer tip, let us know.